What you want? What you want?
Well, now that Al build's done and over with, a couple quick, a quick announcement, real fast here at the beginning. And then I'll tell you what this video is going to consist of, which isn't a whole lot. Had a lot of different people hit me up a while back wanting to know if I had a Patreon page and things like that set up, and I hadn't ever had one. Anyway, but now I do. So there's a Patreon page that's set up, like $2 or $3 or whatever, and there's another one that I think like at a $5 deal, and I'm still trying to figure that whole thing out because you can do so many different things with it, and you can have like special video footage for people who want to pledge more or whatever and that type of stuff. I don't really know how I'm going to set all that stuff up, but for those of you that were out there that like the channel and wanted to support and were asking for those things, there is a Patreon page now set up. I'll have a link down in the description if you want to go over there and show some love. Awesome. If you don't, it's no big deal. I'm still going to be making videos to put out on YouTube. But for anybody that wants to do it, awesome. It helps me out. It allows me to buy extra things like glue and paints and all that type of stuff. So if you like the channel and you enjoy the videos, and there's going to be more videos this year, and hopefully I'll be doing some more of the true tutorial type videos, but they just take so much time to do. There's going to be more of that. And if you like the page and want to support, that's how you can do it. I'd appreciate it a lot. But like I said, you don't have to if you don't want to. It's just there. If you want to support, great. If you don't, no worries. Still going to do stuff. Tonight, today, whatever. I don't even know when this is going to come out. Anyway, it's Saturday night for me. The last video before the owl came out told you guys I had all this junk to get out of the way and get done. So I'm going to get through some of that stuff. I do have some cool ideas for some new things. I've even got some drawings from a couple different people that I want to create. I'm pretty much excited about that stuff. It should be a lot of fun. Should be some cool videos for that. But I need to get this junk finished that is laying around here and isn't finished. But anyway, so we're going to work on tonight. I'm painting pumpkins. I did a live thing a while back and was working on this guy. Some people were watching it. I did some black over the mouth and eyes and didn't like it. Didn't turn out very well. So I hit it back with some dark orange again, and then I'm going to go back and finish my normal paint on this thing. We'll just bring out the highlights. Some of you guys have seen that. If you haven't, there's a video on second generation pumpkin. If you go to the painting side of that, or step 3 or whatever it is, it really describes in detail on how I do the paint and go from dark to light on it. And I'm just going to do that to make this thing look good again. I'm not really going to video that for you guys tonight. And this video is going to be kind of splotchy because there's not a lot of the stuff that you really have to see, right? You've seen it before, it's just painting pumpkins. However, these guys, well, these two in particular, because these have that. Remember I did these before Halloween, and the texture is a little bit different on these. So here's what I'm thinking on this. I'm going to like base this in black as usual. It's all black. Do the inside in white, but I'm not going to do the whole highlight thing. At least at first I'm not, because I'm just going to try to do like black and then just basically dry brush straight orange and hope that I can really get all these lines to really just stick out. So it's just kind of like a black and orange and see where it goes. So that's how I'm going to do it. Just black, then just orange, dry brushed over it. See if I can get that just where it just picks up all this stuff. And if it looks good, it'll be a quick, easy paint job. It'll be nice. So I'm going to do that. See how it turns out. With this dude where the face looks like the Grinch, I'm almost thinking of just doing this a black and white pumpkin, where I would do a base in black and then do white on top, just for something different instead of just a standard orange pumpkin. So I'll probably do that, see how it looks. If I like it, we'll leave it like that. If not, I'll change the color. It's just repainting over and over again. And then this one's going to be probably more along the lines of the same deal, normal, bring the highlights out and that type of stuff. So what we're going to do tonight, we're going to paint these pumpkins up. Bam! Just like that. These are all based in black. If only it really worked that fast. This one, like I said, had that black on the face that really kind of ruined the paint job. Just went ahead real quick, went back over that again. And again, it's just like in the video on second generation pumpkin. It's just layers of orange, darker orange, and just lightening up the orange and going over and over again. And as you get lighter colors, you're painting less and less of the surface and bringing up highlights. But that right there looks a lot better, and this guy is ready to get tested. He's going to sit out in the yard for a year. That's just based in a exterior black, flat black paint. That's all that is. This is just crap from Walmart. Honestly, while these were raw, I should have done a layer of spar urethane on it first and then did this. This will still hold up just fine. So anyway, but on the inside real quick, I'm going to use Flex Seal. It's white. Spray the inside white with this Flex Seal, and then that'll help put a light in this. It's nice and bright. You can see it from the road. Whatever. If you leave that dark on the inside, put a light in there, it just absorbs all that light and you can't see it. So I'm going to put this on it, on all three of them on the inside, let that dry, and then I'll paint them. Got all this stuff Flex Sealed inside. Then also the Flex Seal, when we sprayed it, it came out around the mouth, and I just took a small paintbrush and then just used acrylic black and went back over that. So this paint on this one I'm going to do different than really all my other pumpkins, and I just want to see how it'll turn out. And if it turns out good, it'll be nice and fast, because there's so much texture on that. I really just want to kind of dry brush this and just let all that texture show without doing any highlights or anything like that like I normally do. I think it'll look cool if I just do a dry brush of orange over it. So I want to try that, see how it works. I am going to tone it down a little bit. I'm not just going to go straight orange. I'm going to put a little bit of brown in it so I can dirty up the color of the orange. But see what this thing looks like. Anyway, let's see how it turns out. A little dry brush that really brought out all that texture in there. Doesn't look too bad. Not bad for a fast, quick dry brush. I think I'm going to dry brush some brown on the stem and call this one good for now. A little dark brown on the stem and a little kind of like a tan. It's hard to see. This light is horrible. But man, overall, for a super quick paint job, that's not too bad. That'll pass for a kind of a rotted out little pumpkin. Grinch pumpkin. Just going to do the same quick, easy paint job technique with this. Except this one, it's just going to be white. I've seen some white pumpkins before, and I think they're kind of neat. So that's the route that this one's going. So that doesn't look too bad, but the white, you know, it's getting in some of these crevices that I got, and I really want this to be a little bit more contrasting. So I'm going to go ahead, I got some watered down black. And I'm going to run a little watered down black in here to kind of set that off a little bit. Anyway, let's get this watered down black on here and see what happens. That helped create some separation, and I'm going to leave it like that. On to the next one. But down to the last one. This one's going to go back to a more standard that I do with a dark orange, lighter orange, and highlight it. I don't think I'm going to bring the highlights out quite as bright as that wood pumpkin, but that's pretty much all this is going to be. The only thing is, painting it like that, especially if you've got a lot of detail in the face, those highlights really help out, and it's a cool look, and it makes it stand out. It just takes forever to paint them like that, but that's what I'm going to do.
I'm a simple man, don't want a complication. Complication.
I had to stop and let this dry overnight. Every once in a while I'll have that problem with acrylics over the top of latex. It'll go on, but then when I'm trying to do my next colors, it just kind of pulls the acrylics, and so I wasn't really getting anywhere. So I stopped this. I stopped it last night, let it dry overnight, and continue on today. Paint the same thing again. We're going to go with just a lighter colored orange, which you just keep lightening up the orange until we kind of bring this up and makes these parts here look darker. This looks lighter, looks more like a pumpkin. Painted it 100% all the way around. Now I'll paint it like 90%, where, you know, I'll leave a little ridge in here that's unpainted and continue on that. Paint less and less, brighten the colors up. Alright, so I've gone around this thing like 4 times now. A couple of them were basically the same shade and just overlapping it a few times, lightened it up, and then I lightened the orange up a little bit more, did a little bit less, and the seams are now, those ridges are starting to pretty much pop out. Going to add either some white or yellow, probably some yellow to this, and lighten it up even more, and just continue on around. We can see what we got going on here. I got lighter and lighter. I don't know how many coats I'm at, but we're going to call that good. Dry up, because I'm going to do some yellow highlights, like right on the tops of this and right on the bottoms. You know, here and here, to kind of bring those out a little bit, and then I'm going to do some yellow highlights right around the ridge of the eyes here and a little bit over the nose. But I need that stuff to dry up a little bit before I do that. But in the meantime, I'm going to go ahead, and I like this being black in here. Some of the orange is bled over, so I'm just going to go ahead and detail with a small brush back in there and blacken all that stuff back up. And then I need to paint black over where I got orange on the stem, so we can paint the stem, I don't know, brown, green, and 4 or 5 different shades of brown or something to bring it out. But I'm going to paint this black. So I'm going to work on. Then I went ahead, because I was playing around, and just took watered down black and just playing with it down these centers just for fun. This one's not the typical style I normally do. The face is a little more cartoony, stuff like that. So this paint is more, I don't know, you call this more like a Disney look or something like that. But doesn't look too bad. And that's what I'm just going to stay with. I'm going to do some highlights. Some yellow highlights around the top, around the eyes, top of the nose. Kind of get that done and then get this stem painted up. So even those little yellow highlights are pretty subtle. Hard to pick it up on here, but they're there. I'm painting the stem, call it done. Four pumpkins, two of them similar in style, two of them completely different, all different style paints. They're all done. Let's have a look at them. Alright, that's all four. There's our big wood pumpkin from Wood Mache. Highlights are stand out way more on this one. Here's our first one we painted. That's got all the deep scratching and stuff in it, and we just did the orange dry brush. I mean, that's it. Nothing else to it. It was black and orange dry brush. Turned out pretty good. And then our white and black one, and then our Disney looking guy there. I don't know. They all turned out pretty good. Alright, that's it. They're all done. Like I said, it was a quick video. Not a whole lot of exciting things going on, just a little bit of paint. You guys let me know in the comments below which one of these you guys like the best. Yeah, let me know which one you guys like the best. Like I said at the beginning, if you guys enjoy the videos and you enjoy this content and you want to show some support, I've got a Patreon page just set up. Links in the description below. Show some love if you want to. You don't have to, but if you do, it'd be awesome. Eventually, I know there's a $5 tier on there that gives you guys some, maybe some exclusive behind the scenes type of stuff. There's nothing there yet as far as what that stuff goes. I've got to make some content for that, put it over there, but even if you guys don't want to be a Patreon, go to the page, follow it, because I'm going to be putting posts over there. I'll be doing some blog style posts and some video posts and other things. I'm going to be trying to get some post there as well. That way it's not just all on Facebook, or it's not just all on YouTube, just different platforms. So go there, check it out, keep an eye on it, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Oh yeah, keep making something from nothing.